Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Two related topics for this video. And they have to do with a certain kind of group who uses other groups to achieve its goals. You may say nothing wrong with that if everybody else would be allowed to see it. So I want you to connect some dots. I have two articles here for you. First one, it comes from CNN and it goes like this. This is from February 6th, 2025. Israel, surprisingly, that's in quotation mark obviously, backs Trump's plan and orders military to prepare for Palestinians to leave Gaza. So, you see, Palestinians to leave Gaza is like I'm going on a vacation or something on my own terms, my own will. That's the first one. You see, CNN is a traitor. And then again, Israel backs Trump's plan. But who do you think made him have the plan? So that's the first topic that we're going to discuss. Look at the body language again. This and that. Who do you think is in charge here? I knew that when I was a kid, you stay like this in front of a teacher or a principal, which I've been brought in front of many times, and the principal usually stayed like this, if he was a good principal. Otherwise, he would be beating you up. Next one. Zelenskyy outlines his vision for deal with Trump on mineral resources. So Zelenskyy, my interpretation, will sell these guys the third party's resources. The third party is the Ukrainian people. Zelenskyy is Zelenskyy-stein. Bibi Netanyahu-stein is Netanyahu-stein. And Trump is their bitch. Now, I want you to connect dots because I'm not going to give you too many hints here. We're on the free speech platform of YouTube. So what do we have here? Let's start with the first one. And the first one, I'm going to unpack it. If you remember, Trump said that he is going to, right there, this guy, the president of the greatest country in the world, says that he, or the United States of America, will take over Gaza. It will temporarily, indefinitely, relocate the guys in Gaza, the Palestinians who don't want to be relocated. This is the leaving euphemism here. Right? And then he said, we're going to build, the interests behind all this, we're going to build some interests that are behind all of this. They will be in the Riviera of the Middle East in Gaza. So on someone else's land, some people just take it again, send the natives away, build something they want. Those guys are just gonna foresee. They're just gonna see how they live, with buses, with airplanes, where desert somewhere. It happened before, 1948. I know it was. Okay. So then what happened? And then they built with these guys' money, the banking. Here we have a party. With these guys' money, they will build a Riviera. For whom? Do you think for the Palestinians? And who's going to be working for those guys? Oh, the guys that were relocated, they will come back and work for them. Or maybe Hamas is going to work as sheet cleaners in the, sheets cleaners in the hotels, being the receptionist. Hey, how are you doing? Right here for you. Oh, my AK-47 is right here. You want to see it? Right there, boom. But I'm not going to do anything with it because right now I'm a reformed jihadist. That's the Syrian guy. So, this reminds me, this whole imbecility of this title reminds me, if you have ever watched that movie called My Big Fat Greek Wedding. The first one, not the second garbage. The first one was fantastic. I laughed at, I don't know, over there it was the guy in charge. I can't remember. I think Nicola. I think it was I can't remember the name. The old guy, the Greek guy, the Greek guy. And they tried to fool him. His wife and his daughter want to fool him, to make him say what the two of them, the females, want him to say as if it comes from his idea. So they stay in the restaurant, and this guy is coming is talking. Pop. I can't remember his name, but nevertheless, the old guy and the girl and the wife are just throwing in the air certain things, and this guy, how about we sent Tula, the girls of the neighbor, Tula to school over there or something like this. That's exactly what they wanted him to say, because if they would have come and say, hey, how about Tula goes to college, what are you going to do? Because Tula was working for the family's restaurant. Okay? Anyway, this was the whole plot. And he comes with the idea that was actually what was fed by them. And they say, oh, see, you're so smart. I can't remember his name, Christopher Castapilna, but I can't remember. Anyway, Constantino. Good job. Oh, you're so smart. And he's like, yeah, it came from me. No, it didn't come from him, from Trump. It came from exactly the guy over there who now he's going to help. They agree with his plan. So the wife and the daughter, Tula and whatever his name was, agreed with the guy's plan. That actually was their plan, put inside of him with little, fooling him around. And he said, oh, okay, how about she goes to school? Oh, you're so smart. I think we agree with that. We agree with that? Yeah. That was the whole story about that plan. The same here. You see, Israel backs Trump's plan. This is Tula and her mom backing the guy's plan, which actually came from them, and orders military to prepare for Palestinians' departure. Let's put it this way. Now, this is my interpretation of this. Do you think this guy works for the American interest regarding this, guys? I don't think so. Next one. Here, this guy, he's a Zelenskyy Stein. As the other guy right here. So this guy is going to sell this guy. I wonder who's going to be in charge of this resources. Ukrainians, the nation of Ukraine's resources, mineral resources, in exchange for American weapons to fight the European Russians. So the European Ukrainians will fight with their lives the European, if you want, Russians. The Russians are European, anyway, genetically. So then, I hope they stay that way. They're not buying in this imbecility. So the Ukrainians will fight the Russians. The Zelenskyy Stein will sell their resources to Western outside interests. Those outside interests will send them weapons. The Ukrainian nation will work for those weapons because they're going to pay for it with interest, getting loans from the outside interest banks, the banks with interest. So the Ukrainians are going to fight something for someone else who's going to, in the meantime, pick their pockets, take their resources. And that's all done by Zelenskyy Stein, a Ukrainian. You understand what's going on here? And Trump comes with protection fee. Well, you want protection? You give me your whatever, and here it is, the protection. Because you want to be free. The Russians attacked you and all that. It's so dirty, it's so nasty. And it's the same people, we find them in many, many areas. Now, Blinkenstein is gone. We've got the other guy. Anyway, we'll find out what's his name, Rubio, is going to do. So far, so good. So think about it, my friends. The Ukrainians are going to be the worst case scenario. They fight for other interests and they will be poorer and they will have to pay for other interests sucking dry their resources. How many there are over there? And on the other side, yes, I think we agree with Trump's plan. Trump is, yeah, man, I'm a genius. The plan came from Tel Aviv. Thank you very much. Or New York. Thank you very much. Or, I don't know, Florida. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.